small the margin of error is in this league. And, for our guys, so it's critical for us, and I think our guys understand that's how small that margin of error is, the detail that we need. Because there were a lot of things in that game, little things we corrected. We would have put ourselves an opportunity to win it. We did. And guys can really get back to work and focusing on what they need to do to correct those things and find a way to win the game this week in every phase of the game. So, as a staff, we got to make sure we're cleaner. Players got to be cleaner. And it's a big game. It's the last home game for our seniors. This is my first recruiting class. I think they're leading one of the most successful classes in school history. And their last opportunity in front of the fans, last opportunity to come thank them and show their support, what these guys have meant to the program, and and how they finish off their career the right way here at home.
One of those guys, Chad Bumpus, said, one of your first real big pickups when you got the job, and he had a quote-unquote off year last year, but he's having a career season this year. How much has he grown since he's been here, and what do you think his legacy will be once he leaves?
He's grown an awful lot. He came in and came in with a lot of expectations on him, and he's lived up to a lot of those expectations. I think his legacy, I think he holds at least one school record, and probably is going to finish as one of the top receivers in school history. So I think he's going to leave a pretty good legacy on what he did during his career.
How important was that going back? He's a Tupelo guy right up the road. How important was that when you first got here to kind of make a mark and keep him in state?
Oh, it was huge. It certainly helped me because he was the only guy in that recruiting class that I knew before I got here.
Right.
And so I had a relationship with before I got here. So I think it was huge because he ended up helping be kind of a bridge to all the other guys that, all those guys that have decided to stick together and play for their state school, and represent the people of Mississippi. He's that bridge of telling those guys, hey, I've known Coach a little bit longer than everybody else. I think we can do some pretty good things here.
And you look at the last 3 games just with the rushing department, how do you break down some of the struggles there? They're falling behind early days too.
Get a big early lead and we'll run the ball.
How much concern is that?
Not a ton, because you look throughout the course of the game, you look at the last game and there are opportunities. We just, you kind of fall behind. We were moving the ball. We needed to move the ball continually. And I think, that score before half kind of forced our hand into throwing the ball a little bit more. And then instead of staying a little bit more balanced. Every time we tried to get it back to balance, we fell behind again. So, it forced us to throw the ball a little bit more. But, it wasn't that, I don't think we weren't running the ball. I don't think we had the opportunity to continue to stick with that by, making those mistakes and falling behind.
Dan, can you talk about the recruitment of John Banks 4 years ago and what you knew when you got here? And is the wives' tale story that it was hard for coaches to find East Webster High School? How true is that?
I don't know if that, but that's what they told me. They said, hey, because I looked at our roster, and one of the first things I did was say, hey, who's going to come in and coach our guys? And, we got to John Banks, and they said, he's at East Webster High School. It's not like a lot of traffic going through East Webster High School to recruit him. He's pretty solidly committed, and, we'll drive out there to East Webster High School. I've seen us with some GPSs with some of my new coaches, and we're in the middle of the field. We type in an address. GPS doesn't always hold true in Mississippi. So, with some of those things right there, like with John, it was one of those. I said, hey, nobody's really ever even been through to come look on him once he committed to Mississippi State. And I think we were his only scholarship offer. I think he had junior college. Just looking at him, but we were his only scholarship offer. So it held true.
Was it one of those things where you popped the tape in and kind of couldn't believe it?
Well, no. You pop the tape in and you say, okay, well, what is it? Really good athlete. He played every position out there on the field. And, and a lot of things, one of the hardest things is when you're looking at small school guys is you're evaluating kind of that player's talent. A lot of guys, you can look at the talent around him and say, okay, well, look, he's running away from all these guys. And he's running away from a guy that's committed to Auburn. So,
Right.
okay, well, he's pretty fast. There weren't many guys that John was playing
Right.
going on to play college football, so you're kind of evaluating him on his own abilities, really with nobody to judge around him on where he is. So, but you know, when we saw him, I mean, it was, we thought he'd be something. You know, we didn't know if it'd be a DB or a receiver or what it would grow into. You know, when we signed him, we